Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Now, a couple things have changed. I don't want y'all to freak out. I've changed a few things. Well, a little. Yeah, I kind of opened this area up. Check this out. I haven't really done much yet. This is just, for future projects, but now we can kind of get through the office over to this area. And I think what I'm going to do with this area is I've been trying to store everything over my house, and boy, that's just becoming a mess real quick. So I'm going to start filling in these areas with chests. I've already done it down here. Let me show you. See, just a bunch of chests. And I know some of y'all are like, wait a minute, you can't do that with chests. And actually you can. I know some of the Xbox players and maybe some of the Pocket Edition players, they don't have this. Actually, I don't remember if they do or not. I'll have to check. But you have regular chests and you have what are called trapped chests. And a trap chest is using, let me see if I've got some. Yep. You use a tripwire hook and you put it next to a chest in your crafting bench and you'll make a trap chest. And trap chests and regular chests can go right up next to each other. So you can see in here, boy, I've really filled this thing up with cobble. I mean, it's just crazy how much cobble there is. But I'm going to try and, go through here. And I've left an open area here in the back. I was kind of counting some stuff. Because what I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to have a hopper system in here. From, down in the mine. I could do all my mining. And just dump stuff in a chest and it'll spit it up here and sort it all out for me. So, and I kind of want to change up this cobble a little. I like the way it looks, but I think I want to mix in some mossy cobble too, just so it, it looks like a transition between the grass blocks and the cobble blocks. But I felt like this area was real small and suffocating, and so I opened it up, just made it real nice. I know this area is kind of a waste, not much going on, but I still like the room. I'm going to, over here, still put in a mega smelter of some kind. I'm not quite sure what design I'm going to use yet. And I'm not quite sure if I want an entrance to go here like this, or if you have to come in here to get to it. I may do both, kind of like over there. And, yeah, something else has changed. Y'all ready to go down? Yeah! Splash. Yeah, this has opened up a little bit too. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Now, I have not really worked out all the lighting in this area to make absolutely sure that, bad guys can't spawn. Oh, what? Come here. You and your golden suit. Watch this. Oh, wait. I may die. Let me eat first. Oh. Run, Forrest, run! And I need to put my armor on. Oh, I got an arrow in the head. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Show everybody. Look at that. Nothing blew up. Ah, I love it. I only got one heart. Come on, stuff your face. So, I opened this area up. I just felt like the ceiling was so low. Oh, look at you, just Mr. Sneaky Pants over there. You just stay. So it's still the same down in the bottom. But where is it? Maybe over here? Nope, it would be the last corner, wouldn't it? Up in there. Now I've kind of filled that in. Let's see, did I leave this open? I'm going to come over here and show you. This is actually pretty cool. A giant gorge in here. And I haven't really collected any of the resources yet. I just kind of left this area. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. But I think I've thought of a really cool plan for this. However, this gorge is way too narrow for what I want to do. So I'm going to kind of chop the walls and make this a lot bigger. I'm going to go up in the area where there are caves and close them off so bad guys don't fall in on my head. And then I'll put in the cool little secret that I'm going to put in here. So, this is my new area down here. And since I moved this area and made it all big, I had to move my elevator as well. So I've really been a busy pig. So we'll go over here so we can go back to the surface. And right in here, I haven't really finished this area yet, but this is where I'm going to have my item elevator. I can just come over and just put stuff in a chest and run off and mine, and all that junk will get shot up to the surface and stored. Up we go. Back up here. So, I haven't done much up at the surface at the top yet from last episode. The river and, the bridge, or not the bridge, the river and pond and all that mess. And I'm thinking about using stone bricks when I do some of the wood mill, but I got to cook cobble to get that. So I think a smelter's probably the next project we need to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and start hollowing out an area and kind of figure out what kind of a smelter I want to put in. And then I'll meet back with you and show you what I've done. Alright everybody, here's what I got so far. I dug this area out and I made it kind of like the floor turns like a corner, and it comes right out here. So now I can kind of access all three of these areas real easily. Now I haven't done much on this side because I'm actually putting in two different kind of cookers here. I'll show you the one behind me, okay? Yeah, I know, y'all have probably seen this before, right? This is the kind where you put stuff in the top, it feeds down into the furnace, and as it cooks, it just gets spit out. You don't really, collect XP on these cookers. This is just, say you've got stacks and stacks of cobble that you want to cook, and you really don't want to fool with having to come back and fiddle with this. You just put it in and let it go. Now, because of the type of cooker this is, I'm going to be putting in lava buckets, and that's because each lava bucket is going to cook 100 items per bucket. Coal and charcoal, they only cook 8 items per item, and that's the kind of cooker I'm going to put over here. So I'll show you back here. This is my little, like maintenance area. Come back here, and I've got, it's a little claustrophobic, but I've got these two chests right here. And those are the chests that I put my lava buckets in. And they feed down in these hoppers that load in here. Now, I've put dirt and left one opening. So this way it doesn't take an insane amount of lava buckets to fill this thing up. And what happens is, those are the chests on the other side you can see. The items come down in the furnace. They get cooked and get spit out. And at the same time, the lava buckets go in. And when they're emptied, they get spit out too. So my lava buckets and my cooked items will all get collected in here. This is my auto smelter area. Let me shut this. Now over on this side, I'm going to have some controls, and I'm going to have it where you can dump a bunch of random items in a chest. And when you're ready to cook, you just boop, hit the button, and it's going to send it on its way and disperse it amongst all of these. Well, they're not here yet, but I'm going to have all the furnaces and stuff. Now, this side's going to be a little more complex to build. I kind of came up with an idea that is a hybrid between some ideas I've seen people do and maybe a few of my own original ideas. I'm going to do a tutorial on this area just so that you can see more in depth the explanation of how it all works. But basically what it is this area, it feeds. It keeps going, right? But this side I want to have a toggle. I can turn it on, turn it off, and I can either collect the items out of the furnace and get the XP for it, or just let the items get all collected and spit out to an area over here. Now this area is like, say you have 10 stacks of cobble and you just want to cook it all, okay? This area, say you've got like a stack of iron, 10 blocks of gold, you've got some logs you want to turn into charcoal, you've got some cobble you want to cook, some clay you want to cook. So it's all a mixed up amount, right? Well, this is going to evenly distribute it. First of all, there's going to be 16 furnaces here, so it's going to cook a bunch of stuff real fast. But it's also going to cook a variety. Or over here, it's more of like a bulk cooker for single items. And I don't really feel like I'm explaining it all that well. But like I said, one, I'm going to do tutorial. So that's going to make a little more sense. And once I get this area built, I'm going to make it so you can watch it in action. And that might make a little more sense. So I'm going to get back to building, and I'll show you what I've done when I'm finished. Alright everybody, I'm done. Well, I'm almost done. There's quite a few more things that still need to be fixed in the background, but check this out. Here it is. And here's the little control area I was talking about. So I can put all my items in this chest, and when I'm ready for the system to start distributing amongst furnaces, just hit that button. Whoops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is now a hopper, not a hopper, a minecart with a chest in it moving about back there. And as the items cook, they get put in here. And with these levers, see, I can turn this on and off, and I can control this section separate from this section. So I can still have the option of collecting XP over here and letting these cook automatically. And I went back and watched my clips, and I kind of had everything backwards. This is the section that you can dump a bunch of random stuff in, and it's all just going to keep getting fed through and cooked. This is the section you want to do bulk cooking. And here's the idea behind it. Okay, if this is going to cook 100 items per bucket, a bunch of random junk will just keep feeding through till you run out of fuel or you run out of items. So every item is going to get a chance to get cooked. Now over here, if I distributed, let's say there's 16 furnaces here, and I distributed 32 blocks of iron. Okay, that means that basically 2 blocks of iron is going to cook in each furnace. So there would be 16 buckets of lava. Potentially 1,600 items could get cooked, because 100 per bucket. But I'm only cooking 32 items, so I'm wasting a lot of fuel. However, if this is using the charcoal or coal, so 8 items per piece of coal and charcoal can get cooked, and I put 2 in each one, then I'm only losing 6 items I can cook. So it's a little more efficient. Now that's just kind of a poor example using low numbers, but basically you can cook stacks and stacks of the same stuff and make your fuel use more efficient. So let me show you what this system back here looks like. I went ahead and kept this little maintenance area and just made it a little tunnel under here so I can connect to here. Now this is that cart that you heard. Now see, I've got 2 hoppers coming down. So this means that this thing actually will get loaded twice as fast as normal. It's pretty cool. And when I hit the button, it's going to set off some redstone that sets this off and sends it on its way. So here's the mess. These repeaters, this is the on-off switch to shut off and on the XP collection back here. And this goes up. Here's a cool little thing that I've kind of designed. When the hopper comes up, it's going to come through here, go back over this way, and it's going to distribute amongst all the hoppers. Oop, oop, don't get glitched. Don't get glitched. It'll get here and it'll get sent back. So, come on, don't get stuck. No, oh, whew. I don't know why I keep almost getting stuck in there. Hoppers are crazy. Now, if there's stuff still in the chest, you don't want it to come all the way back, and you have to hit the button again. So what's going to happen is it's going to hit this detector rail. It's going to, yeah, there's something missing, isn't there? I've got to have some comparators. But a comparator is going to pick up the signal. It's going to send it through here, back around to this block. And that's going to flip this switch so that the cart will go this way and go back. And it'll keep going back and forth in this loop until it empties itself. Once it's empty, it won't set off this rail system or this detector right here. That switch will stay like this, and the minecart will go this way. Now the same thing works the other way. If the cart's down there and you hit the button and it's empty, and it comes up here, it's going to get detected that it's empty. Oh, I need to move that button. Oh yeah, that's just here so I can control this right now. See? So if it's empty, it's going to come up here and get sent right back instead of going back and forth. And like I said, I'm going to do a tutorial that kind of shows you how to build all this and explains it in better detail. But we're going to go back around, take a look outside, just so you can see. I had to break apart some of the mountain and rework it so it looks somewhat natural from the outside, because this area was a little bit bigger than the ground. And every time I walk through here, there is a zombie somewhere under here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out where he's hiding. But we'll come out here. Oop. And there you go. I kind of did a little bit of putting down some dirt. Tried to make that look a little more natural than just a big square of dirt. And to get this thing fully working, I need a little more iron, and I need some comparators. But to make comparators, I'm going to have to go to the nether, because I need nether quartz ore to make comparators. So, I wonder if you'll know what I want to do next episode. Yeah, I'm thinking about making a trip to the nether. So, what I want y'all to do is go ahead and work on your own cooking area. You can use this kind of idea or something similar to it, or just make up your own design. And I want you to take pictures of it and send it to me on Twitter. I'll tweet it out so everyone else can see. Now, I know some of y'all may not be playing Minecraft on PC. And so the seed that I'm using, it's only going to work for PC. But that's no excuse. Even if you're playing on PS4, Xbox, or Pocket Edition, you can still do these projects. And you can still send me pictures. So get cracking. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to get back to work digging around and trying to find a place to put my nether portal so that we can go to the nether in the next episode. So, I will catch y'all later. Thanks for watching.